Hey, what's going on, Tamers? You're probably asking, East, why are you wearing a hat? You're indoors. And the answer is very simple. It's shut up! Digimon Taskmaster's back! So what exactly is Digimon Taskmaster? For the uninitiated and new folks out there, it's an event that is loosely based on the comedy show, where I give the Digimon community a grueling task to complete. And Tamers like you all across the world bend your brains, not your cards, in order to figure out, complete the task for prizes and glory. Prizes. If you missed the first one, we found out what the highest DP Digimon you could make in a single turn was. It was a hell of a good time, and I highly recommend the video if you haven't seen it on the channel. For this task though, we're not out to beat the opponent's Digimon, but rather the allegations. Jesus, no, not those. Not the allegations I'm talking about. What I mean is, I'm sick of hearing people say that card game players are illiterate. I want to show them that Digimon players are a different breed with IQs above average room temperature. I want to show them that we can read. So this time, the Taskmaster task is in one turn. I want you to play cards whose name contains all of the letters of the alphabet forwards and backwards. That's right, I'm asking you to demonstrate your command over saying your ABCs. So how exactly do we do all this? Well, let's dive into some of the broad strokes. Basically, over the course of a turn, when you play cards, the unique letters in the card's name will count towards the goal. So for example, if you play a Tentomon card, the letters T, E, N, O, and M will count towards your score. Even though there are 2 T's and 2 O's in Tentomon's name on a single card, they only count once per card. You need to get enough letters to fill out the alphabet 2 times, forwards and backwards. For example, if you play an Agumon card, you'll get the letters A, G, U, M, O, and N counted towards the goal. Then suppose you play a second Agumon card, you'll get those letters A, G, U, M, O, and N again counted towards your goal. You're essentially trying to get each letter twice. Good news, you don't have to play letters in alphabetical or reverse alphabetical order, thank God. You can breathe a sigh of relief now. So now let's talk about some of the parameters around your board and the cards you're going to be using. So you can use up to 50 cards and 1 Digi-Egg card of your choosing. Keep in mind, you can only have 1 copy of a card, based on the card's number, in your deck. No duplicates. Additionally, you'll start your turn with 10 memory. Your opponent was super generous last turn. Additionally, you can start with any 5 cards from your deck in your hand, and or in your security, and or in your trash. Keep in mind, the card limits have to match here. So if you have 5 cards in security, and 5 cards in hand, and 5 cards in trash, that means your deck can only contain 35 cards. We're here to do the alphabet, not math. Additionally, you can stack your deck in any way that you like. A couple of other small things here, you cannot start with any tamers or options in play at the start of your turn. And also, you can start with either a level 3 evolved over a Digi-Egg in your breeding area, or a Digi-Egg card in the breeding area. Last time we did this, there was a ton of questions about what your opponent's board can look like, and so this time I've set that up as well. Let's talk about that in just a moment. Your opponent will have a deck consisting of 35 BT6 Aosmon cards. Their security will be 5 BT6 Aosmon cards. Their hand will consist of 5 BT6 Aosmon cards. And their board will consist of 4 BT6 Aosmon that are level 5 and 1 BT6 Aosmon that is level 6. Also, no options or other tamers in play for them. So what up with those prizes that I mentioned earlier? Well, like last time, I'm going to be giving away 2 of the custom-made Champion Taskmaster playmats. If possible, I want to try to include some other nice little goodies in there as well, but I haven't really decided exactly what that might be, so I can't really commit to it yet, but give me some time. Okay, so now you're probably saying, East, this all sounds great, but how do I submit or enter into this event? Well, you can submit your videos in the form of a YouTube video. Send me the link to my email address, eastml.biz@gmail.com. I'll put a link in the description. It's also on my channel's about section as well if you want to find it there. And they are due on October 20th, 11:59 p.m. Tokyo time. That's GMT plus 9. Convert that to whatever that is in your own time zone. Anything later won't be considered. Point blank. So I know that after hearing all of this, you probably still have a couple of questions. And so I've created an FAQ channel on my Discord, link in the description below, that discusses a lot of the finer details of the event as a whole. I ask that you first check that out, and then if you don't see your question on there somewhere, to ask it either in the comments of this video or in the FAQ channel itself. In the spirit of this literacy competition, I ask that you first please check the other questions before asking your own. If I see duplicate questions that I've already answered in lots of places, I'll just ignore them. I was super happy that last time folks reached out to me personally telling me how much fun they and their friends had doing the Taskmaster event, and I hope this time you tamers out there have just as much fun doing this one as well. I'm looking forward to your submissions before the deadline, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Before you get out of here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.